I'm Joanna DeVoe, and you're watching a very silly video. I just got back from jogging and got the brilliant idea to talk about that with you all and dedicate these Monday videos to getting in shape for bikini season, which is what I'm trying to do. And yes, I know I'm a skinny girl, but skinny girls have their jiggle too, so we all have to work out after a certain age to keep things nice and high. I never, ever in a million years thought that I would be a jogger. My dad was a triathlete growing up, and I was very proud of him. I went to all the races with my mom and would watch him and cheer him on. He even did the Ironman in Hawaii, and then my sister kind of took after him, and she did triathlons as a kid, and that kind of evolved into her love of running, and she runs for fun, which totally perplexes me. I only exercise for vanity and health purposes. Anyway, she just did the LA Marathon, and she does a lot of marathons, and that's just her thing. And we've always been so different. People say we're like night and day. That in my mind, I guess that was just my sister's thing, you know. It never really occurred to me, and it didn't look very fun. Her face was always bright red, and she'd be covered in sweat. They have a million horror stories that involve bodily fluids that I won't share with you now, but they're gross, and it just never sounded fun. It just amazed me that they wanted to do that. But as a victim of Pinterest, I started keeping the cliche fitness motivational board. Mine is called Body Rock, and I post the occasional recipe, but mostly just smoking hot bodies, motivational quotes, and pictures of people exercising. And there's a lot of runners on Pinterest, or wannabe runners, and a lot of the really cool motivational quotes come superimposed over pictures of people running, and it just, I don't know, it kind of made me want to run too. So I decided that when I launched my business March 5th, that I would do two things to change my life. Every year on March 5th, I do something to move my life forward. That's a little personal thing that I have going on that maybe I'll tell you about sometime in the future, but for now, it's between me and me. Regardless, March 5th, I decided to do two things instead of my usual one, and so I decided that besides starting my own business, I would take up jogging. I found a pair of tennis shoes that I was super excited about, and I went to Zappos and I ordered them. Zappos, by the way, I don't know if you heard Erica Learmark mention them in my first interview for Every Which Way, but she mentioned them because they are kind of a hot topic in the marketing world right now. They have a book called Delivering Happiness, and it's all about how whatever your business is, it needs to have a greater purpose and be in the spirit of service. And so Zappos, they don't sell shoes. They sell happiness. And now I can honestly say, as a new customer, they really, really do. I love my shoes. Since this is a blog about being magical and kick-ass, I thought that I would tell you the funny little magic tricks that I play on myself to get myself running. One of the things that I do to stay motivated is I keep my new shoes in this box that they came in, and I keep it next to my workout gear, and then I only wear these shoes to jog, and when I open them, they really do that. When I take them out, it's like a whole special magical experience. I picked the cutest shoes that I could afford. These are Nike's Free Run Plus 2, I think they're called, but I just like them. They're bright colors, you know how I like the bright colors, and they're super lightweight. And when I put these on, they make me want to run. I call them my magic shoes. I talk to them, ooh, magic shoes, I love you. I look down at them as I'm running, and I see like blue, 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 and it just keeps me going. And come to find out, jogging, holy cow, it is one of the fastest ways to get in shape ever. I have 2 pairs of Versace pants that my mother-in-law got me. They're very expensive and very nice. They hang like really low on my hips and they're skin tight, and I went to put them on the other day and I can't close them anymore because the part that buttons and zips is like right over my butt. They're like low, low, low riders, and I realized my ass has risen like 2 inches. So, I mean, I'm sad that I can't wear the Versace pants anymore, but I'm also really happy. My butt has risen. Jogging is amazing. It definitely gets you in shape. I play lots of little tricks on myself to keep myself going. As you can tell, I'm very childish. So the kid in me, like, I just turn it into playtime. And I'll make little challenges for myself. I'll be like, I'm gonna run to that tree or that stop sign. And then I do. Or I'm gonna run up that hill and I'm not gonna stop until I get to the top. And then I'll do little rewards, like if you can run all the way around the school, then I'll let you walk home. I talk to myself. I've always been a person that's very inwardly motivated when it comes to exercising. And it started when I was 16. I started working out at my local gym because I was always getting that once over, and you must be anorexic. What is wrong with you? You look disgusting. Eat a sandwich. I hated that. I got that all the time. I especially found it very hurtful to be accused of having an eating disorder. I've always loved food. I was just very, very skinny. So I started reading muscle magazines and working out that way. And then as life went on, I had been a dancer and a gymnast as a kid before that. So I had a lot of little tools to incorporate into home workouts, which I started doing when I became a single mom, and it started getting hard to get to the gym. I would exercise with whatever show was on TV, or when I had my little VHS tape collection. I got into yoga and Pilates, but nothing has had the same dramatic results in this short period of time. I've only been running now 4 weeks, and it's amazing what it has done to my body. And then another little magic trick that I like to use when I'm working out at home and not running is I like to work out in my bikini in front of a mirror, because I think we can lie to ourselves, and especially if you're working out in baggy sweatpants with a big old huge t-shirt, you don't really know where you stand, and something about working out in the bikini keeps me motivated. I can see all the jiggly parts. And really, it's kind of an exercise in self-love, too, if you practice your affirmations while you're doing it. It's just like, yes, I see you, cellulite, and I love you anyway, just how you are. I guess I'm just trying to emphasize that working out doesn't have to be so scary or serious. It can just be playtime that you schedule for yourself, and that by infusing a pair of special shoes or your favorite bikini with the power of being magical, that it just makes it that much more fun, and it gives you a sense of motivation to keep going. And also there's a sense of reverence when I take the shoes off and I put them back in the box. There is something about it that reminds me of the way I treat my meditation altar and all of my little crystals and stuff. It all is infused with special meaning for me, and I found that by doing the same thing with my workout shoes that I could get similar benefits. And I'm not going to go so far as to say that jogging is a spiritual experience, but I know many people do. I know that many joggers say that that is their form of meditation. But I know that I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I think that we can infuse everyday items with a touch of magic and make life just a little bit more special and a little bit more enjoyable, and that can be enough to get us off our butt to exercise or to do the dishes or whatever. But this video is about exercising and my magical shoes. Woo! I love them. Holy shit. It's already pretty hot outside. It's 11 o'clock. Maybe I should have left earlier. Love the cuties. Look at the magic shoes. magical. I also have a boobalicious situation going on here. It's won me some very interesting looks from passerbys. Passersby. I'm sexy and I know it. Girl, look at that body. Yeah, I work out. I just swallowed a bug. Joe's jogger tip, number 1. Jog with your mouth closed. Much love.